I found a new tool that will help you get leads, get visitors to your website, make sales to your business. And it's basically free, and it lets you build your own AI tool that is yours that you can offer to the public for free and get leads and even get paid to do so. And we're going to talk today about how you use this powerful new feature that OpenAI has released called a Custom GPT. I did one about a week ago, and I've generated hundreds and hundreds of free leads by just releasing this Custom GPT and offering it to people for free. We did this on last week's live show, and we created a Custom GPT and offered it to the audience. And again, we got hundreds of free leads added to my subscriber list, over to my sales reps to be able to follow up to sell things to, and it didn't cost me a dime. And this is all, again, using the Custom GPTs now offered by OpenAI. And today, I'm going to show you step by step how you set one up, and then we're going to talk a little bit about how you can actually turn one of these Custom GPTs into profit, right? And it's interesting to build one of these it's like a mini AI tool that you get to build, and that's fun and everything. But at the end of the day, you want to learn how do you take that and transform that into measurable results for your business. If you want to get leads, subscribers to your mailing list, this is how you do it. ChatGPT just rolled out a new and exciting feature called Custom GPTs. And Custom GPTs are basically a mini version of ChatGPT. So if you've ever used ChatGPT, you get to make your own version of it that you can build to do very specific things. So there's a way to give ChatGPT special instructions to help guide it and steer it so that it will give you the results you want. That's called custom instructions. Now, this feature I'm showing you today is 10 times, maybe 100 times more powerful than that. And it lets you offer this to others. You get to publish your Custom GPT to the public. It goes in like a library of these things, and the public can come and browse your Custom GPTs, and you can collect leads. And coming soon, ChatGPT will even let you charge to access your very own Custom GPTs. Unlike tools that ChatGPT has released before, this has two really powerful benefits. When you create your Custom GPT, you can connect it to outside tools. So let's say you want to use a tool like Zapier to collect email addresses and transmit information back and forth out of your Custom GPT. You can do that. Or any type of a tool that is available for you to connect to and exchange information with, you can build a Custom GPT that will connect to outside services and pull that information in and use it in the AI that you build. And then two, you can also upload a knowledge base. If you've probably thought about this before, where you've wanted to pre-train ChatGPT on a specific topic, or maybe you wanted to give it some rules. Maybe you wanted to give it 20 rules or 20 steps, or maybe you'd like to build a coaching bot that will help somebody and coach them through a process. And you can now give it all of the steps that those people should go through, and ChatGPT can actually coach them through those steps. You do this by uploading a knowledge base that it can now reference. And I'm going to be showing you how to do that in just a moment. And so when you combine these two abilities, you can get really interesting uses here. So in just about any niche market can use one of these Custom GPTs. So if in your business, if there's anything that your audience wants to learn about, be consulted about, be coached about, a process that they might want to do, or something that they may want to ask questions or get advice, you can build one of these GPTs to help your customers do this. And as I said, you can require that they provide their email address, or that coming soon, you'll be able to charge for access to these GPTs. For example, there's a GPT that actually built an entire website just with a pencil scribble. So here you go. So with this, they built a Custom GPT. What it did is it had it so that you could make like kind of a pencil mock-up of what you want your website to be like, and then upload that to ChatGPT, and it would literally, you can see it right, it's writing all the code to build a website, and it's commenting along the way. And all this from just uploading, like, you have a little a napkin, back of the napkin design of a website, how you want it to look. You upload it, and it's doing the rest. It's actually just going step by step, and it is building the website for them. So they download the files, upload them to their web host, and they've got their very own website. So that's an example of how creative you can get with these custom GPTs. And so in this video, I'm going to show you how to build your own GPT, and we're going to do it step by step. And then to do this, you don't need to know anything about coding. You know, if you're not technical, you can make one of these, and you can make a very powerful version of one of these. Now, if you do have some tech skills, you can do some crazy stuff with these, and it's amazing what you can do with these, but you do not need to be technical. In fact, I'm going to show you how you can get ChatGPT to help you build your own custom GPT just by talking to it. So at this time, this is still being rolled out. So some accounts don't have it. I think most have it at this point. It's pretty new, but eventually all accounts are going to have it. So if you don't have what I'm about to show you in your ChatGPT account, don't worry, you will be getting it soon. Just be patient. So we're just going to go here. We're going to go to the main ChatGPT thing here. You can get here a couple of different ways. One, you can just click Explore, and you're going to see a bunch of everybody else's custom GPTs. You can also get here by going to your name and clicking on My GPTs. And so once you're in there, you can actually create one. So you can click Create a GPT, and that brings you here. Once you're ready to create one, it's quite simple. In this GPT creator, you have a couple of different modes. You'll notice we're here under Create mode, okay? You could literally talk to ChatGPT and have it build your custom GPT for you. That's if you're not technical at all. Then if you go over here to configure, you open up some pretty powerful features. So let's say, for example, we love doing demos about dog training, right? So we're going to call this how to train your dog to stop barking. Okay. And we're going to call it a dog training AI coach who will help you step by step with your dog's behavior. So we're actually going to make a custom GPT that's going to help people learn how to teach their dog to stop barking. And then we want to make a logo. We're going to click the little plus here, and we're going to say to use Dolly. So it's actually going to make a logo for it, and we'll see what it comes back with. Okay? And then on this configure tab, this is where some of the advanced stuff is. And it can be as simple as giving it instructions in text. And you can also upload files here. Okay, there you go. See look at that logo. See the little puppy with his books? That's the logo it made for us. And so what we could do is come over here and we could use these advanced features, which I'm going to talk about in a moment. Or you can come over here to create. You can just ask it. I want to help people step by step with their dogs who bark too much. How do I make a custom GPT that acts as a coach and helps them through the process step by step? So it's going to literally now build a GPT for us.
2 seconds later.
So it's creating our GPT for us. And you can see it working away there. Again, this is the route you want to go if you're non-technical. Here, GPT behavior updated. I've updated the GPT. You can start using it in the playground to see how it performs. All right, so look at this. Over here on the side, we now have our custom GPT. We have things we can click to have it start. Let's just click on, can you help with a barking puppy? Look at that. So it's asking me for information about my puppy, how often it barks. Let's test it out here. We can say, I have a golden retriever who is 8 months old. He barks at the door every time he hears anything outside. Mine's not 8 months old, but that's a real thing. His barking is loud and powerful. I live in a house. Any training methods you've tried so far?
We've tried nothing and we're all out of ideas.
I've tried positive reinforcement. Look at that. It's now coaching me through what to do. Isn't that cool? And it's still talking here. Okay, it is done there. It could continue coaching me. I could keep talking to it, and it's going to be like my own little dog training coach. So let's click save. If I click public and say confirm, this is now available to the world. Anyone can now access my little GPT here that I created and can get help with their barking dog. So we just made a custom GPT, and this belongs to me. You can see it's by Bill Mcintosh. And now if we go here under my GPTs, we're going to see it right there. Here's my dog behavior coach. And then I could delete it if I wanted to, or I could edit it and come back and make improvements and changes to it. So what I just showed you there is if you have no technical skills and you just want to make one of these for your business, that's how you do it. And you don't need to actually know anything technical at all. But let's say you want to go a little deeper. You want to do something a little more robust, a little more powerful. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to use the other tab, and this allows you to do much more powerful things. Let's want to go the more robust, more technical one. You go to configure. ChatGPT automatically filled all this out for us. This is what ChatGPT did for us. So we could customize these instructions, how it's supposed to communicate, how it's supposed to behave, if it should be asking questions. So I'm going to add, you should continue to ask questions and coach the person through to successful changes in their dogs. I should spell it like an American. So now it's going to actually prompt people with questions and continue to talk to them until they get a successful change in their dog's behavior. So we just added that into the instructions. So you can make this longer. I think it's 8,000 words is what the limit is here. So you can make quite robust a set of instructions. Then these conversation starters are the little buttons that you see here, right? So the buttons that you see that kind of help prompt things. So we could add more, we could take away some. Let's take that one out, for example. So now we're down to 3. See, it just has now 3 of them. And then the next thing here is knowledge. And this is where it becomes really, really powerful. Let's say I had a complete guide that offered all the tips about how to stop a dog from barking. I could upload that. I could literally just upload the file, and ChatGPT will read it, and the coach will be trained to use the data that you uploaded. Now, this can be powerful for a few different reasons. Let's say you have a step-by-step process that you want the ChatGPT to follow as it's coaching and talking to your customers. Well, you can give it a step-by-step process. Let's say you have a knowledge base. Maybe you're a chiropractor. And I know in the field of chiropractic, there is a lot of different schools of thought about how you adjust and treat patients. Who only adjusts the very top of my neck. That's the only thing he will adjust. And so he may have very special requirements about how he wants his custom GPT to talk to his patients. Maybe he wants him to talk only about that particular type of chiropractic. Or let's say you're a health practitioner and you have certain ways that you want the ChatGPT to talk to your patients about their health. Let's say you're a weight loss specialist and you have a regimen that you put your clients through that they need to follow to get coaching, and it's step by step. Or let's say it's frequently asked questions that people ask, and you want to make sure that ChatGPT is going to answer it in the proper way, the way you want it to answer, and not just grab some random, maybe false or confusing answer. Instead, it will grab the answers that you provide when you upload them with that button. And this is what makes it really, really powerful. So even this stuff I'm showing you here doesn't require a lot of technical knowledge to do this stuff. Just about anyone can do everything I've shown you so far. Now, the next feature I'm going to show you is technical. So this is something that will require some technical skill, and I'm going to show you for those of you who are a little more advanced. Here, you can select what the capabilities are. Do you want your custom GPT to be able to browse the web and gather and pull information from the web? Do you want it to be able to make images? And then do you want it to use what's called code interpreter? And this is a code interpreter is, again, pretty technical. This is where you can basically use code for right within the application itself. And if you're not going to do that, you don't need it. You can actually even turn it off if you wanted to. But what I want to show you here is actions. And this is how you would be able to connect it using actions, you can connect to tools like Zapier, for example. So let's say you want to be able to pull information out. Let's say you want to be able to have the custom GPT get a person's email address and then stick it into your autoresponder. Well, you would do that with this feature here. And it is technical, and I'm not going to cover it today. But what I will do is perhaps in a future video, I'll show some use cases of how you use actions to make a really powerful custom GPT. But this allows you to connect to outside services and outside tools that have what are called an API. So it's basically an interface that allows different kind of technical tools to talk to each other. And this allows you to connect to them. That is not required. You can make an amazing GPT without doing it at all. So now let's come up here. We're going to click update, and we're going to again publish it to the public. And here we'll go view our GPT, and there it is. And then I can come in here, I could click one of these buttons to start, or I could just start talking to it too and just say, I have a golden retriever who won't stop barking. Can you help me? Absolutely. And then it's going to jump right into following all the custom instructions. There you go. It's asking me questions about my situation, just like before, and it's going to now coach me through that. So I think there's a lot of ways to be able to monetize these custom GPTs. So far, some of the things that I'm doing is I'm getting them to rank in the search engines. Think about that for a moment. What if you could rank one of these easily in the search engines? And then what if you had it collecting email addresses for you, where you get email addresses from the custom GPT for someone to use it for free? It's like, hey, this is a tool for my subscribers. Subscribe to my newsletter to get access, right? You can program the custom GPT to literally collect a subscriber on that. Then you can rank it in the search engines, get free traffic, and get free subscribers. Now, if you're using social media at all, you're using Facebook or Twitter or YouTube like I do, you can also share these custom GPTs all over those places to get free traffic to your custom GPT to collect information and gather leads and gather subscribers. That's how I'm using it right now. And then coming very soon, OpenAI is going to release the ability where you can charge money for these things. That's not available yet, but it's coming very soon. What I will be doing is we'll be releasing another video training here on the channel, teaching you how to get traffic and how to generate leads using these custom GPTs. But the first step is to build it. So you can get started, get your basic GPT built using the training I just gave you today. And then we're going to come back and we'll do another training session in a future episode. So if you're not currently a channel subscriber, you should be, because if you want to come back and watch that next video, we want to make sure you get notified. So you'll see down below the subscribe button. Give it a little gentle massage, just a little gentle love tap, just enough to become a channel subscriber. And then you'll be notified when we release that next training all about how to get free traffic to your new GPT and turn that into subscribers and cash and money in your pocket. But first, get started making your GPTs. And so that wraps up the training on how to do your own custom GPT. Stay tuned to the channel for two things. One is traffic, leads, money in your pocket using these custom GPTs. And two, a more advanced lesson for those of you who are a little more technical. If you want to learn how to connect your GPT with other outside services and be able to use tools like Zapier or other places, we're going to show you how to do that in a future training session as well. And we'll see you next time. So for those of you who are not yet a PushButton AI customer, then you need to check this out. And all you need to do is go to pushbutton.ai/demo, pushbutton.ai/demo, and you can get a live one-on-one appointment to get on Zoom and see this powerful technology in action. And with PushButton AI, it will build an entire business from bottom to top. Everything you need, from your domain name to your logo to videos to audio lessons, an entire course that you can sell as your own, a 30-day email sequence that it writes. You can send a daily email for 30 days, all written by AI, and a whole lot more. It writes your sales page. If you're not sure how to write an expert sales page to convince people to buy stuff, It writes it for you. It writes a free report that you can give away to get subscribers to your list. It even creates and writes the opt-in subscription page to get people to subscribe to get the free report. And it goes on and on and on. It even writes your first 10 blog posts for you, and it can do so much more. Social media posts, ads, all of these things are done, and all you have to do is answer a couple of questions and push a button. Now, PushButton AI is not available to the public at the time of recording this video, and the only way to get in is by invite to our behind-the-scenes beta access. And during your live demo, we'll show you the technology. We'll actually work with you to actually map out an entire course that you could sell as your own. We'll outline the course with you together on the one-on-one Zoom call. And then if you so decide, if you're a good fit, you can come in, join our PushButton AI beta program, and be in business with that very course by the next day. Go to pushbutton.ai/demo to figure out if this powerful technology is right for you. You can register there. You'll book an appointment in the calendar. Be sure you show up. Our team will be very excited to meet you and show you how the tech works, outline your new course for you, and hopefully it's a fit and we can work together to launch your next business.